Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan has addressed the UN calling for an immediate political solution to the end to the Syrian war. In his speech, he also appealed to global powers to take responsibility and to act, as well as end the refugee crisis.
From this podium, I would like to call upon the rest of the world, and I would like to call out to all of my European friends who believe that Syrian refugees are a direct and a clear danger for them. The barbed wires and the high walls will never provide you with the safety and security and peace of mind that you seek out for. It's an effort in vain. The Syrian refugees and their problems should be solved immediately and once and for all, or else we will never be able to prevent the irregular migration, social issues and security risks embedded within that problem.
Let's go to Kahraman Halishelek, who's at the United Nations now. Kahraman, we've just heard President Erdogan speak there. Obviously, Turkey is the host of the most refugees off the back of the Syrian war. He had some fairly damning words for the rest of the international community, didn't he?
Yes, Sally, he did. In fact, he said that Turkey so far has spent more than $20 billion US, where the international community spent less than $500 million. He said the European Union has not kept its pledges towards the Syrian refugees, and he said the EU only gave a couple of $100 million to UNICEF and nothing went to the Syrian refugees. He said Turkey would continue to receive refugees from Syria whenever they need a safe place. They can go to Turkey, even if the European Union doesn't do so. He said the EU should not hide behind fences and high walls. He said those would not provide the EU countries with peace of mind and security. He said that would be a futile effort on the side of the European Union. He criticized much of the world for not shouldering responsibility in hosting the refugees, in helping these refugees. He also criticized the Assad regime. He said the regime killed hundreds of thousands of civilians, and that the world so far has only seen these people as bare numbers. He called on the international community to be more human, look at this issue through human eye, and he said the regime should stop these killings. The international community should unite against the Assad regime. He also said that Turkey was clearing certain parts of border in Syria, in the north of Syria, and that the international community should unite in making this a no-fly zone, a safe zone for Syrian refugees and IDPs.
Yeah, he did mention the safe zone that he wanted to create along the border. So while he's saying he's got open doors for refugees, in some senses he's creating an area in Syria where he doesn't need to continue to accept refugees. But also, in hindsight, it's a conflict that he's hoping and saying that it's a crisis that needs to be solved and ended. But Turkey has now become the latest player in this Syrian crisis.
Yes, actually Turkey has become very important in solving the Syrian crisis, especially when President Erdogan said it was hosting the most Syrian refugees and taking the most responsibility in providing these people with safety, with food and a place to stay. He also said that Turkey was ready to contribute more in solving the crisis in Syria by creating, as I said, the safe zone. He mentioned Iraq as well. He said Turkey was ready to defeat Daesh altogether from both of these countries. And he said also, he mentioned within this context, the Palestinian question. I think that was one of the issues that he raised because that problem has created some unhappiness among the youth in the Middle East.
Okay, Kahraman, we'll leave it there for the time being. Thank you very much for that. Kahraman at the United Nations in New York there.